But yeah, guys, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We got FOMC meeting minutes later this afternoon. It's not the FOMC statement release, so that is why we are still trading today. We already had a couple news releases, medium impact, prior to market open. We had one that was bearish for the indices, one that was bullish, so pretty much a wash as far as any of that goes. Not looking to trade the PM session because of the FOMC meeting minutes, however. So wanting to get in and out this morning if we can. And right now, I won't lie to you guys, I'm a little ambiguous on where the next draw could come. Watching current price action, and this is the 1 hour time frame, but as we drop down here to, let's say, the 15, it's interesting because we've got that sell side that we marked out yesterday on NQ right below, and this was the sell side that was taken on ES yesterday morning. And then what created the SMT with NQ. However, now we've worked so close to this sell side that, to me, it'd be pretty surprising to see it not get taken out. And on the flip side of that, we have all of this sell side right here on ES and NQ that did just get taken out. I believe these are the PM session lows from yesterday, it looks like. Yeah, so PM session lows from yesterday taken out here, and now we're getting market structure shift with displacement back up. So looking at that looks like a very bullish setup. Looking over here at NQ, seeing how close we are to the sell side, seeing how this has very little strength relative to ES. From the looks of it, willingness to go higher, we'll see. I mean, if we can push up and kind of get rid of any sort of bearish SMT. I spotted some bearish SMT here. I believe it was on the 1 hour. So let me just take one more peek at that. Let's see, where did I spot that at? Oh, I think I was looking at this high right here at the beginning of this fair value gap. If you guys can see that, this high to this high, lower highs, and then comparatively that's this high to this high, higher highs. So I'm just opting to wait right now. I would like to see, before getting bearish, I would like to see NQ tap into this fair value gap and then give a really nice rejection off of it. Maybe we could find an entry on the smaller time frames, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, after it mitigates that 1 hour fair value gap up here. But yeah, right now, otherwise, I won't lie to you guys, it does look like it gave a pretty nice bullish setup out of sweeping the PM session lows from yesterday. And we're still inside of that 4 hour breaker on ES. The only thing for me, again, like I said, is just that sell side on NQ is literally right here. So these sell side levels right here, we've got Monday AM session low, literally right at market open. And then we've got Sunday, I guess, Sunday evening low when market opened up for the week. So we shall see. I want to see it tap into this fair value gap first before I get short, though. At very least, and then potentially also create SMT with ES. ES has so much more strength than NQ. I would anticipate this to come up above this high, which is the London high, and then I would expect it to create SMT at the highs, and at that point, I'd really like to get short if a setup presents itself from that fair value gap. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to be sitting on my hands. I don't really want to. This is a bullish setup, yes, but because of this lurking right down here, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna sit out, tape read this little setup right here if one does present itself on ES. But yeah, I mean, as far as what you would look for in any sort of a trade setup is just looking at, okay, did we take a significant low? Yes, we did. We took out PM session lows from yesterday. What do you wait for after that? Market structure shift. Do we have that? Yes, we do. Do we have displacement with a fair value gap? Yes, we do. So yeah, it checks all the boxes. It checks all the boxes. I'm just opting really not to trust it. This could still get tapped into. But yeah, I don't trust it. I don't trust these lows will hold here on NQ, and I don't know what that will lead to for ES. If that means another low gets swiped, or if that means that you know, if we got an entry somewhere in this gap, if it led to just a lot of drawdown where we could have found an entry later on anyway, after it creates SMT at these lows, if it runs these. So that's just my overall thought process right now. Nothing, you know, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. Just simply put, we're too close to these, in my opinion, to not do anything with them. And this was too nice of a bullish setup after sweeping the PM lows at the same time. So we're getting two decent setups in the same direction, or in two different directions, if that makes sense. But let me know if you guys have any questions on that specifically, or let me know if you guys feel the same way, if you guys think the same thing from looking at the price this morning. Yeah, not feeling safe, bullish setup due to pre FOMC. Yeah, it's FOMC meeting minutes. Like I said, it's not the actual like statement release. So this isn't like sit out the day, right, and just sit on your hands. And if it was FOMC statement release, we would sit out AM session. We'd wait for after the FOMC statement release, look to trade something at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just the meeting minutes. So I would just say it doesn't really pay to trade during that event, because you just never know what could come out, what could get reported, and then the market could just, you know, do something crazy. So not really ideal conditions. So we'll see if we can get some out of the market this morning. We are, I guess, official record is 1-1 on the week. If you caught that sell like Sergio did yesterday, I mean, that was definitely the trade of the day right away in the morning. But we caught the buy later on before lunch, which it did retrace basically the entire. It retraced the entire move all the way back up ultimately. Yeah, like I said, I think this is a good bullish setup. Like if these lows weren't lurking right here, I would probably just fire away on this. What I would do, you know, if we're gonna tape read this, we'll tape read it. Oh shit. Oh no. All right, so if I were to tape read this, in all seriousness, you know, this would have been where we're most likely looking to get our entry, right? This is 50% equilibrium of this range from swing low to swing high, but it also looks like it's consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Yeah. So kind of got two birds, one stone there, but what that would look like in terms of an entry, or I don't remember where equilibrium was like right here. Stop would be below this candle low. So you'd be at 5.5 handles to get below that candle. So, you know, you could have gotten away with a straight 5 right there, and then would be looking for London AM highs and see what you get from there. So it looks like it's working out, you know, and it makes total sense. Total sense. PM session lows swept out, displacement up, market structure shift, etc. So the setup definitely is there. It definitely makes sense. ES is by far and large the stronger of these two indices right now. You can just tell looking at the relative strength of the candles. Right now, what I'm hoping happens is we get this gap left open on the 2-minute time frame, and then we can frame an entry in here lining up with this order block. Keep our gap open right there. But I'm going to get ready just to anticipate. Minute left on this candle here. All right, great. All right, guys. Here's the setup. Got our gap open right where the order block is. Great. We got our SMT. We filled this 1 hour fair value gap. I like that we left the gap on NQ instead of ES, because that's the one we want to short anyway, even though this specific SMT says otherwise. And then, yeah, these, like I said, these would be great TP levels if you guys would like at these recent lows. TP1 there. All right, great. So I got triggered in, guys, on NQ. So far, right to the tick. I'd say we should be good to go risk-free for the most part once these lows get taken, just the ones that were just put in, because we're going to be tapping into this fair value gap at that point. So I don't think it'd be a bad idea to go risk-free here and then ride it out. If this draw really is the one we're looking for, then we should have no problem getting to there. in my opinion. I'm gonna let it sit. I want to see it close though. I don't want to choke the trade. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, that decision. We got macro in 5 minutes, by the way, guys. We need to see strong displacement through here. This, you know, at this point, this could just act as inverse. So that's exactly what we need to see, is just strong displacement back through, disrespect that. And ultimately, once we get below here, we should be just fine. Nice. Very nice. Oh. I'm gonna go above that candle high right there. That loss will be... Oh, you bitch. We left that inefficiency right at our entry. That's the only problem that I have with... I'll be honest. If you're okay with leaving risk on... If you want to go risk-free, you can go risk-free. This was my plan, to go risk-free, obviously, once we did this. The other option is you could just go right above this high, just reduce your risk a little bit. I want to see that act as a breakaway gap, personally. You know, and I'm asking myself if I'm willing to take a loss at this point. Also, I'll be honest, I have a little bit of an internal quarrel going on. Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? How are you guys feeling on this? Should we keep a little risk on? Should we leave this open? What do you guys think? You want to go risk-free? I could flip a quarter right now. I'm so undecided, to be honest. Because I'm not really willing to take a loss, but at the same time, I see this gap is open. You guys are risk-free? All right. I'll ride the lightning with you. So, yeah. I'm risk-free. I'm not really willing to take a loss at this point. You know, we suffered through this pullback. Really got that strong displacement down. Would like to see this continue. Obviously, it's going to close right there. In an ideal world, you'd like to see displacement through there, get a gap lined up with this breaker. But, you know, hopefully we should be just fine. But yeah, you know, I guess all in all, if there's a spectrum in play here, I'm not really willing to take a loss at this point. In the event that it comes back again and takes us out. All right, I'm glad you guys talked me off the edge. That's what friends are for. All right, yep, I'm out. I'm out. I'll come back and check this setup later. Do I think it's impossible for it to still play out? No, I don't. Fair value gap, whatever. I wouldn't expect this high to get breached, though. You know, if we see price run up above that high, at that point, I'll just be happy we are out here. If it sells off from here, that's fine. I'm not going to chase it. I wouldn't chase it either if I were you guys. So this high got taken, guys. Very, very least, I would have put my stop here. Because to me, there's no need for it to come up now that we've mitigated all the inefficiencies in here, tapped into the order block, market structure shifted with displacement, fair value gaps. To me, in my mind, there's no need for it to come back up here. So I would have at least removed my stop from here to here. Would have just been stopped out. Fantastic. We'll see if this high ends up getting ran. I assume it would. You can see how we've used that 2-minute gap now as inverse. So we have SMT. We didn't trade in favor of that SMT that's annotated currently today, but for you guys on the call, the SMT in my opinion is more so the relative strength in where we are at from the weekly time frame down on NQ. And because the draw that we're looking at that kept us out of the long on ES was on NQ, in my mind, we're trading NQ. We're looking to short NQ, and NQ for sure was the weaker of the two. So look at the 5-minute chart. Look at these candles on the 5-minute on NQ. Okay, got a mental picture. Now let's look at ES. See the difference? I'm not in, and the reality is, if I stayed in originally, I would have been stopped here. So at this point, I am very, very happy with the decision to remove risk at entry. So I don't expect, if I don't expect these highs to be breached and be taken out. This is becoming search and destroy conditions. which makes sense. We're AM session FOMC meeting minutes day. You know, we had great conditions early on and wanted to see more of the same up through, you know, this last macro. What did it do when it took that high out? So I said I wanted to see how that macro finished up. Our entry came at 9:36. We've talked about how that 30-minute mark of this silver bullet hour has macro-like tendencies. Whether it's considered a macro or not in the actual algorithm, whole nother story. But it's something that we've noticed for several months on these sessions, with many different entries at this point. Yeah, I think that's really all I need to include on this. Let me know if I'm missing anything, guys. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys hopping on and actually hopping on the sessions. I know not every day everybody can make it. Some people can't stay for the whole sessions. I really do believe that if you guys can make the sessions and stay on for the entire duration of them, you're going to get the most value and obviously get all the actual like thought process behind each trade. Sometimes, you know, just the Discord signals, you know, it's not really going to do it justice. You know, your losing trades will feel that much more emotional because you don't understand why we took the trade. And your winning trades will just kind of be like, oh, nice, you know, money glitch. And you didn't really learn anything as, again, to why the trade was taken, or maybe other trades that we opted out of for different reasons or whatever the case might be. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing Wednesday. If you guys need anything, feel free to at me in the Discord or just reach out personally. And I guess otherwise, yeah, have an amazing Wednesday. And I will talk to you guys on tomorrow's session and later today in the Discord. Have an amazing day, everybody. Peace out. Talk soon.